and I'm standing in my hay barn in Barton County, Missouri. Today is Friday, October the 22nd, 2021. And I'm standing here in my barn next to this old bale of hay. It's either a 2014 crop, or it could be as old as 2008. But at any rate, we know it's at least 7 years old. It's been stored in this hay barn, out of the weather, protected. Our intent today is to take this old bale of hay out, feed it to a friend's cattle on his green, lush fescue pasture. We're going to feed only half of this bale of hay. The other half we're going to save for wintertime. May God bless you. Southwest Missouri. We're going to feed the other half of this bale of hay that we fed last fall. It's January the 17th, 2022. They've already been well fed on fescue hay. We're going to see if these old girls like this bale of hay or not.
It's only natural to think that new hay is better than old hay, especially whenever a person drives by a fence row full of round bales that are rotting down. 40-some years ago, both sides of my family had been baling wire-tied small square bales of native prairie hay for several decades. Because our barns had dirt floors, we often left the bottom tier of hay from year to year, giving us a clean surface on top for new hay. One year, I decided to clean out the old bottom bales and replace the bottom tier in one of our barns. The bales were half rotted and the bottom wire was rusted away. We loaded those half bales into a truck and dumped them in a washed-out place in the pasture, thinking that we were just plugging a ditch. But the next day, my cows were in the middle of that old hay, gleefully eating, and wouldn't leave it until they had it cleaned up. I asked our county agent why the cows were so eager to eat that old 20 to 30-year-old hay. He said perhaps that over time in a barn protected from the weather, the hay fiber started to break down, making the hay more digestible and more palatable. Since then, I've seen it many times when old hay from a barn is fed, the cattle just eat it right up. Perhaps it's similar to other things that improve with age, like wine or cheese, or even an old hay man.
I want you to be sure that the video is actually working.
Oh, you got it going probably.
Make another one.
Oh, it's going now.